Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the simulator and the channel. Today is the 3rd of June 2025 and I'm going to play the Joe Legowski Golf League here on GS Pro. The tournament is called the Austrian Open and I'm sure I'm going to butcher this, but the course is Kiawah Island Cassique. Oh Lord, I knew I was going to do that. Regardless, let's check out the vitals here. 5-foot gimme auto putt circle, 6,100 yard tees, Saturday pins. Looks like we have a green firmness of normal and a stimp of 12. Not 11, 12. So I'm going to be griping about getting used to the additional stimp. Fairway firmness is normal, wind is breezy, so you can expect to see about 10 mile an hour. Give or take, usually between 5 and 10 mile an hour wind. And the tournament, per the usual, is at sea level. All right, guys, let's play some golf. All right, we're loaded up. So I got a fun fact for you. You might already know this, you might not. But most of your irons, if not all of them, especially these heavier, high lofted wedges, actually weigh more than your driver does. You may have noticed that. You may not have. But it is true, at least with my set of clubs here. And they are all normal bottom off the shelf clubs. But yeah, there's your fun fact for the day. Let's get this round kicked off here. First hole's a 367 yard par 4 and we've got wind in our face. Let's see what we can get going off the tee here. That doesn't quite feel right there. Okay. Not awesome. We are here nevertheless. Let's see what we can do here. So we're out of the rough. Ball's gonna want to go right. We got some wind in our face. Let's just try to get this ball on this green if we can. And we need to go quite a ways here. Quite a ways. "46 yards into the pin here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't love taking a bogey on the first hole, but we had a crappy tee shot and then overshot the green. 12 under is the current leader here. I have this tree conveniently blocking the first tee. And there we go. Let's see what we can get going on here. .254 to the pin. You can see we have this deterrent up here to try and keep us from doing anything dumb. Probably cost us a stroke. And a 3-wood's gonna come in hot. Therefore, that is not a smart idea to shoot to the green here on this particular hole. So let's just get the ball up. Let's move it up and then see if we can drop a chip shot near the pin somewhere on the 3rd shot here. Okay, I'm still swinging the 3-wood underneath everything, but I would think that would get better as the round progressed. This ball's gonna wanna come out left. Let's just get it on the green best we can here. Roll up there. What did we lose out of that? 20%. 20%. That's pretty normal, actually. 33-footer, give or take. Number 3 is a 382-yard par 4. I'm guessing that was a bit of a pop fly off the heel there, yeah. Real short. I think we still got 200 to go here with a crosswind. Don't hit that cart path. Or is that sand? Okay, that's sand. Interesting shot there. At any rate, I think we're going to lose about 20% out of here. We should be fine in every other respect. Number 4 is a 325-yard par 4. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to aim here because this aim point is over here, but even with my short drives, I think I should be able to get it over closer to the pin. with a 10-mile-an-hour crosswind here. It's gonna probably play 84 yards or so. That was a bit fat. This one's for par, should be for birdie, but a couple too many mistakes there. 32 footer. And it looks like we'll be out of the circle again. 12 stimp, 12 stimp. You got this. 13 footer here. Right past the pin. So what, double? Yeah, let's not do that anymore. We'll get there. This one's gonna play about 116 and we've got a tailwind. We don't need to put much on this one at all. Let's try a gap wedge. Should be able to escape here with a par. 14-foot putt that's going to play closer to a 10 or 11 feet here. All right, as I was. Number 6 is a 482-yard par 5. Wind's blowing to the left. All right, I managed to hit the ball off semi part of the sweet spot, and it barely went off the fairway, but not a bad shot. Three wood at this elevation should go, I don't know, 220 or so. I do see a couple of monstrous bunkers too. So we're kind of playing with fire here. Oh, get out of here. Okay, this bunker, what is it, berm or ledge is too tall. So we're gonna have to waste a stroke getting out of here. Basically going backwards. It's pretty dumb, but I already know what's going to happen if I try to do the other thing. So we were just short of that being a really great shot. But I do have to go, like I said, backwards out of here, which is pretty lame. All right, now we're 114 yards out. Luckily, this is a par 5 because we did have to take that stupid shot from out of that pop bunker. Should have been a little closer at that distance, but I feel like I'm still warming up. My shots in the lab software are still looking really funky. Usually my irons are dead on, they're not in to out or over the top, but we'll get there. This is gonna play, I don't know, 40, 41 feet here. And that's kind of lame. That would have saved us a stroke. But to even get that close to the hole at 40 feet is kind of a gift. I really don't understand why they need to make tee boxes with trees in front of them, but I don't design courses. I can barely play courses, let alone design them. So we got 163 yards, elevation is pretty negligible, and we've got a slight tailwind, sort of blowing to the right, mostly blowing to the right. And that makes me think we might need to play like a 7-iron here. Okay, pulling everything to the left here. Closed club face. 34-yarder out of the rough. Pins in the middle of the green. I mean, really no harm, no foul, other than the stimp's gonna probably hurt us a little. And then blew past the hole real bad there. Freaking golf, guys, freaking golf. 13-yarder. Probably could have done a little better there too. We're still getting warm, we're still getting warm. Okay. 15-footer here. Another no read on the VX here, the ProTee VX. I don't know what it is. First one of the day. Not the first one of the week, sadly. All right, another double bogey. Let's stop the bleeding here. This score is bloating up real quick, and there's no reason for it. This is not a difficult course. Okay, 283-yard par 4, but there is danger every freaking where. There's that slice. What'd we do there? Over the top with an open club face. Face the path was 17 degrees open. You're probably lucky it didn't go further into the trees than that. So just kind of swiped past it there. Let's hit the sand wedge out of here. Green looks real tricky. No, it's just got a false front, it looks like. We do got to get this up there. Not a bad shot. You're gonna blow through some of this slope here, just because it's so close to where the ball's originating, but this is still a tough putt to read. Hence the fact that it did not drop. Okay, got out of there with a par. It would have been nice to get a birdie because we're 5 over after 8. Let's see here. 366 yard par 4 here on 9. Pretty narrow fairway. Let's just see what we can pull out here. Based on the sound that made, that was a lovely little pop fly. And also based on the fact that we're still so far from the pin, right? Let's keep it low with a 3-wood. And hopefully that ball doesn't roll backwards. Yep, there it goes. Oh yeah, look at that false front. That's insane. "35 yards. You must get this up the hill or you're going to be hitting from the same spot again. Or just hit it into the bunker, whichever works for you. Both options are valid. Another bogey. Oh, lordy. All right, 10's a 337 yard par 4. No reason not to score here, but we'll see. .126 to the pin, plus a bit of a tailwind. Is anything freaky going on up here on the green? Yeah, you got a nasty false front right by the pin here. Sit. Where's this guy going? Up, up, and away. Okay. So this pin's kind of cut into the side of a little hill on the green, if you could call it that. And let's see if we pay for this. Nope, it stopped. Okay, we're burning strokes pretty quick here. Let's see. $19, $20, 23 feet or so here. And I believe that's another bogey. Whew! Hemorrhaging shots right now. +7 after 10. Let's see. 30. There's a lot of danger on this hole here. bad shot. What do we do there? Somehow still kind of heely. What do we got here? We're just basically in a forest. Can I get out in any direction? Backwards? Okay, I'm gonna take a sim drop. There's no way to get out of here. There we go. 325 to the pin. I've already wasted one shot. Let's just get up here as far as we can. And maybe, just maybe, get on in 3. Oh no, baby, we're in trouble again. Into that pop bunker, I hope. No? Okay. So we get to hit out of this rough onto the green about 200 yards or so. Let's go ahead and hit a 4-iron. We've got a bit of a tailwind helping us after that not so great 3 wood. And then for some reason that zinged to the right. Okay. Let's see if we can get near the pin and save par here. Not my greatest round recently here, and this green looks tricky too. No, I guess you're just in a low spot. 35 yards. Real close to chipping it in there, and somehow still a bogey. Probably because of that sim drop. 12's a 346 yard par 4. Little bit of a dog leg to the right, it looks like, or you're just blocked out. I'm not sure which one it is. Let me look here. It's slightly dog leg right. We might be able to hit out of this tree. Not a bad drive. What do we got? A $137 to the pin. Wind in our face. Kind of all over the face of the club here. And then this could be a tricky putt, excuse me, chip. $29, closer to 26 here. That ball broke pretty good, but we're still in the circle for probably another bogey, unfortunately. Yeah, we are on the bogey bus today. We've had a few pars and a birdie, but those bogeys are coming in, going down easy. 127 with some wind blowing to the right. Let's hit a pitching wedge here. And we are right in that bunker. Thought the wind had come over and help us out, but my club face was a little bit too closed. Let's see if we can get out of here without any major damage. We are on the back side of this bunker. That would have been a much welcome chip in, but instead we rolled 8 feet past the hole. 13 feet flat. And another no read by the ProTee. I'm almost starting to wonder if this fan is causing some interference. It's one of those big kind of industrial fans. Okay, finding ball ready for shot. Number 14 is a 400-yard par 4. We are 9 stinking strokes over here. That was really weird. We're going to be hitting out of a bunker again. That's very unfortunate. Unfortunate. 195. I don't know where my thingamabobber's trying to aim me here. Out of some muck. Let's see if we can get out with a 5. We do have a lovely little 10-mile-an-hour wind blowing across our face here. And another missed shot by the ProTee. Not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Ready for shot. Okay, got that one. Let's see if we can put this ball up near this pin here. And 36 yards. And then whatever the hell that shot was. Leaving us for a long par putt, which will probably result in a bogey here. 23 feet or so. And we almost got in the hole. That would have been nice if we'd at least have touched it. What do we got going on here now? 11-footer for bogey. Okay. And we have achieved 10. That is double digits over par now. I don't like it. It is a par 72. And you can tell this hole, you've either got to fly these bunkers or pay the price here. And it's a 465-yard par 5. Let's see if we can sneak something up here on the left. Driver really hasn't been serving us very well today. There's that slice. Okay, 203 yards, huh? Wow. 269. Not a bad shot there for the second. Let's see if we can snuggle a ball up here by this pin. Greens are 12 stimp, so we got to be a little careful. We want to hit about 45 yards. Cool, it's would be nice to do that a few more times. What do we got here for 16? Little 162 yard par 3. Let's bust out the 7-iron. Little draw there. Otherwise wouldn't have been too bad. A little draw. Okay, we got a 10-yard chip shot. Got to be kind of careful how far we hit the ball here. I'm not sure why that is moving so god-awfully slow. We want to hit about 8 yards, and we know we're going to lose a little out of the rough. It's going to be a tough little shot here. Yeah, there was really no winning with that shot. It would have needed a lot of backspin and needed to have hit almost perfectly on the fringe, because you're going downhill away from the hole and you're short-sided. This is going to be about a 40-footer. That is another unfortunate bogey here. We're back up to 10 over par. 336 yard par 4. You can see we're near some water or some vegetation here, but it's a lateral hazard regardless. We're going to be right along that lateral. Nice little fadey slice there, a little power fade. And we got 103 yards into the pin out of deep rough, so we're probably going to lose around 20%. And we got wind in our face. Let's hit a nice 9-iron here. Ball's going to want to go right, so let's aim a little bit to the left. That was fat, so now we will be in a bunker. All right. ProTee strikes again. Probably run a calibration after this round. We're showing ready for shot. And then that. Ooh, we lost 24% on that. Ready for shot. Stop in the circle. Stop in the circle. Little 9-footer here. And I think our HLA got us there. Double bogey. We're getting our butts kicked, folks. And these aren't even from the back tees. All right, the 18th and final hole is a 416 par 4. Let's see if we can park a ball on the fairway here and get out of this get out of this round here. It's been pretty painful. Okay, we probably, I think, maybe have a shot to the green here depending on the distance. 225. This round's already kind of in the books for me, so let's just pound one through with the 3-wood and get on with our lives here. Don't go in there. Oh boy. Okay. I don't feel like hitting backwards out of here, so I am just gonna hit a nice open 58-degree wedge and hope for the best. And it looks like praying did not work that time. I'm not sure how that happened, but we should be better off this time. Real nasty break. Let's just aim for the bloody top of this thing and hit a little 28, 29, 30 footer here. All right, we're being milked for everything we're worth here. Child support, alimony, the whole group here. There you go. Good Lord. I probably could have shot that on this course in real life. That's not a good simulator score. Bogey, 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 a handful of pars and a couple of birdies. Let's check out the stats and then wrap this video up. 4 pars, 2 birdies, 8 bogeys, 3 doubles, and 1 double plus. 223 was the longest drive that landed on the fairway. Best ball speed was 134. Total putting was 84 feet. We got 31 putts, 2 sand saves, a 45-minute round, 4 greens in regulation, 7 fairways, and then something about a handicap over here that I still don't quite understand. All right, guys, as usual, I appreciate you coming along with me on this journey. It was kind of rough, probably unnecessarily rough, but that is golf sometimes. I'd take this score on the real golf course, but like I said, it is not that much lower than what I really would have scored on this course, I think. It just wasn't that hard. I was just kicking my own butt the whole time. And yeah, let's call it a wrap. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you later.